Hello, my name's Stephen and from Ockham, and we've made this video because we want to work with other teams and collaborate with other teams during the hackathon. Before I begin, I'd like to share a quick story. When I was a teenager, I worked with Ian MacDonald, who is a conservationist and photographer. He worked with a very small team of domain experts to create a campaign to save the Whirinaki forest from being logged. The Whirinaki forest is the last remaining significant podocarp forest in the world, and it's an amazing, amazing place. And the only reason it exists is because in 1984 the Longi government came to power, and the very first law they passed was to stop the logging of the Whirinaki forest, based entirely on the campaign of a small team of 4 experts. And the reason why I mention this is because I believe it is the small teams who are going to find solutions to our environmental catastrophes. And so for these hackathons, we would love to work with other small teams on solutions that are going to achieve genuine, lasting impact on the environment. Which brings me to the hackathon. The original aspirations of the hackathon are amazing. They are really impressive, but they are also very big, audacious goals. Then again, it's really pleasing for me to see that other people understand the problem and can visualize what the solution might be. And I believe it's very important that we don't lose sight of these inspiring ideas. Then there's the specific problems as identified by the hackathon, as well as the ideas that you may bring yourself. And we've taken these aspirations and problems to solve and created a framework. I propose the best way forward is to solve the problems while at the same time focusing on the aspirations. It's the one thing a couple of hundred strangers can do with a common purpose in such a short time frame. We can work together. It's what Homo sapiens are really, really good at. And we can prove that it is possible to create lasting environmental solutions through mass collaboration, brought about through small teams working together. In fact, I am sure this is the only way to proceed. Therefore, I would like to propose that we work as a team of teams, small teams working on specific solutions, while other team members creating cross teams to work on the aspirations. Let's look at the current situation. I downloaded the images from one of the resource links. What I found was the outcome of the image processing for machine learning. All that effort to create incredible technology to identify predator animals, and the output is stored as a name for a folder. This is real-world data stored in a folder hierarchy on a server isolated from all the other effort that is going on. Data that is siloed is unusable. And your work is valuable. Your work deserves more than this. You self-identify as an innovator. Maybe you're a programmer, maybe relationships management, maybe communications. You're interested in being part of the solution. Your work deserves better than this. If you're working with unstructured data, such as images or sound, let's work together. We will take your data, we will treat it with care and accuracy. One of the missions we have for this hackathon is to add image processing AI outcomes to existing predator control data. Our predator control system is currently the only system that is fully compliant with the National Predator Control Data Standard, which we helped write and develop. So it actually doesn't matter whether it's predator control or weeds or stream care or pollution or climate change. We can work together to create a coherent environmental data ecosystem. Using the image processing as an example, where the data exists, we can use mapping coordinates so we can see how your work is valuable in relation to all the other work that people are doing. We can guarantee that your work will be live and available by the end of the hackathon, not hidden away on some server. So let's do a deeper dive into one image with geolocating. If multiple teams process the same images, we can unify that data and we can use cross confirmation of what we are seeing in the images. And that would allow us to do some really powerful things with the AI. We can compare the methods that have been used and the tools to discover which work best. And perhaps in the future, we won't just say it's a rat, we'll say what type of rat it is. And from my viewpoint, the very best outcome would be that this year you identify that it's a rat, and next year it is your work that identifies what type of rat it is. And that has happened because your work has been valued and you've remained passionate, engaged, and interested. If we rearrange things a little bit here, there is AI that creates data and AI that analyzes data. So if you're creating data, let's work together. We'll make sure your data is put to the best possible use. And if you're using AI for data science, let's work together. There is a chance we can help you with your data sets. So in summary, at Occam, we're global experts in managing environmental data. And we want to work with other domain experts. And if you're not yet a domain expert, we want to make sure you have the channel and the support to become one. You've made it here, so let's keep going. The most significant problem I see with trying to solve our catastrophes is teams working in isolation. So let's prove the value of domain experts working together. Thank you, and we'll see you there.